TT. Welcome, dearest soul, to this sacred space of insight and illumination. Before we begin, I invite you to take a deep breath and exhale slowly, grounding your energy into the present moment. Thank you for being here. Your presence is no accident. Spirit has gently guided you to this reading for a reason. As we open this energetic doorway together, I call in the divine, our spirit guides, and the ancient wisdom of the tarot. May the messages that flow through be for your highest good, clear, compassionate, and deeply revealing. This is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with your current path. Take what feels aligned and gently release the rest into the cosmic winds. Huge. Now, the very first card that has emerged for you is the Hat. This symbolizes a season of deep contemplation. Your mind is active, perhaps even restless as you weigh multiple options, each one like a door waiting to be opened. The presence of the curtain in the background whispers of secrets yet to be unveiled, hidden truths that lie just beyond the veil. You may be in search of clarity, digging below the surface to uncover what's been concealed. You might also be engaging with others intellectually, collaborating, or bouncing ideas off trusted minds. Yet much of your insight is coming from solitude, from your own internal compass. The Cat appears next, guiding you toward independence and intuition. You may be finding comfort in your own presence, letting your inner voice take the lead. This is a powerful time to honor your instincts, even if the world outside offers distractions. The Shoes card speaks of movement, perhaps, literal travel, but also a metaphorical journey. You may be preparing for a financial shift or contemplating a new business venture. Shoes often reflect status and direction, so Spirit may be nudging you to walk toward abundance with purpose and confidence. You're strategizing, planning, and aligning your vision with action. In the recent past, we see the Fuchsia clear sign that money or financial concerns have played a central role in your focus. Whether it was an increase in income or just a sharpened awareness of your material needs, the energy of prosperity has been surrounding you. And then, the Great Mother arrives, a powerful, nurturing force. This may relate to your own mother, or perhaps you're stepping into that archetype yourself, caring for another, guiding, nourishing, or even experiencing news of a pregnancy. There's a maternal energy that wraps around this part of your reading like a soft, protective blanket. It speaks of tenderness, protection, and emotional wisdom. Looking ahead, we find the Thema card a warning, but also a gift of awareness. Someone in your path may not be showing their true face. Deception is in the air, so discernment will be key. There's a mask being worn, and Spirit asks you to see beyond it. The Knife follows closely behind, highlighting tension, possible legal matters, or a decision that cuts sharply through emotion. You may be facing a conflict, possibly even a court issue, contract, or karmic showdown. Choose logic over emotion, keep your clarity intact, and protect your peace. This week brings powerful energies of transformation. You may find yourself crossing swords with someone, but know this truth, when wielded wisely, always prevails. For the main read, I've called upon the vibrant energy of the Parrot Tarot Decan illuminating ally that brings color, voice, and clarity to our journey. At the base of the deck, we see the Mentor of Wands closely linked to the Page of Wands. A fiery energy crackles here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the ignition of something new. You've planted the seed of inspiration, and now your focus sharpens as you nurture it into bloom. You're beginning a fresh chapter, a creative pursuit, a spiritual endeavor, or even a travel-related venture. Something about this feels international, global, or at the very least, expansive. And you may hit a bump in the road, but don't worry. Guidance is on the way. A mentor, a voice of wisdom, or even divine inspiration will appear just when you need it. The universe never sends you into the unknown without a map. And now, your heart space. The Queen of Cups appears, cradling her emotions with both strength and vulnerability. You may be feeling deeply at this time, more sensitive than usual. This card carries the watery essence of Cancer and the dual mind of Gemini. A blend of heart and head, logic and love. Perhaps you've been feeling a bit withdrawn, craving solitude, yet longing for connection. This is a moment of emotional processing. Allow yourself to feel without judgment. It's okay to cry. It's okay to not have all the answers. Crossing this card is the Eight of Discs, the card of patience, mastery, and steady effort. This may be a time of intense focus on work or study. You're building something solid, brick by brick. Yes, it takes time, but Spirit sees your devotion. What you're crafting now will lead to long-term reward. Dearest one, your path is blessed even when it winds through shadows. Keep listening to your intuition, hold your vision close, and trust that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. If you've made it this far in the reading, this message was meant for you. You are divinely guided, divinely protected, and deeply loved. The Queen of Cups rises once again in your reading, her gaze turned inward, holding the sacred waters of intuition and emotion. But her presence is more than just emotional. She is also a symbol of mentorship, of learning, of spiritual education. There's a deep, soul-stirring message here. You are either being called to teach, to guide, or to become the student of a new journey. The Queen's energies align with nurturing the mind and spirit, and combined with the Eight of Discs, a powerful story begins to unfold. The Eight of Discs, known as the card of prudence, tells of diligent effort, discipline, and learning while doing. Under the influence of the Sun in Virgo, you may find yourself diving headfirst into focused work, perfecting your craft, or seeking knowledge that will elevate your path. It's as if your soul is whispering, refine your gifts, deepen your purpose. You might be feeling a bit isolated at this time, retreating into your inner sanctum, but this solitude isn't loneliness, it's sacred space, a place where clarity can rise like the moon from a still lake. And yes, a new course of study, a mentorship, or a spiritual apprenticeship may be calling you. Whether you're stepping into a role where you teach others or embracing a new subject that awakens your fire, this is a pivotal moment of expansion. The Page of Wands, or Mentor of Wands, dances into your reading like a spark catching fire. There's an idea project, perhaps even a divine mission that you're ready to pursue. It holds energy that is both youthful and potent. Something new is blossoming in your world, and you're meant to run with it. It could involve communication, travel, or even international work. But more importantly, it's something aligned with your soul's authentic frequency. Your creativity is being activated in ways that may soon place you in a position of influence, leadership, or visibility. You're either stepping into authority or preparing to ascend into it through continued growth. Spirit says, do not underestimate your calling. Higher no. The past echoes through the Lover's card, ruled by Gemini and Mercury, the keeper of thought and language. This card often symbolizes not just romance but major decisions, a fork in the road where a deep choice had to be made. Perhaps it involved love, perhaps a career, or even a spiritual path. Now, there may have been conflict or confusion, a mental battle between heart and logic. The Lover's card shows a distance, a separation. Two figures standing on opposite staircases with a gap between them. Behind them stands a gate and a serpent in the apple tree, whispering of betrayal, of secrets, of hidden agendas. Still, Spirit shows that you made the best choice you could at that crossroad, guided by inner truth. The Four of Swords, known here as the Truth card, follows this emotional shift. With Jupiter in Libra, there's a sense of divine justice. This card speaks of rest after battle, of needing to retreat and reflect, especially after an emotionally intense period. You may have withdrawn from a relationship, stepped back from drama, or created distance in order to heal. You were seeking truth within yourself and from another. There may have been a break or a temporary truce in a romantic or personal situation. Something about this period of silence allowed the real emotions to surface. And now, the King of Cups enters the Senia, deeply emotional yet balanced energy. This figure may represent someone currently in your life, or perhaps a spiritual counselor or emotional guide. It could be a father figure, a therapist, or a friend who offers you grounded wisdom in a storm of emotion. In some cases, this king is the very person you've been emotionally entangled with, a water sign perhaps, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Whether they're the one you've sought guidance from, or the one you've struggled to find balance with, their emotional energy remains significant. If you've been seeking reconciliation, healing, or even closure, Spirit is saying, this connection still holds karmic weight. Whether it's being mended or released, it is a central piece of your current soul story. And looking forward, the Hierophant Arivesa sacred archetype of spiritual structure and divine wisdom. This card, ruled by Taurus, is the keeper of tradition, learning, and divine contracts. You may soon find yourself committing to something greater than yourself, whether it's a course of study, a new spiritual path, a religious or sacred vow, or even a relationship that is divinely orchestrated. You may become both student and teacher, learning ancient truths while also sharing your light with others. The Hierophant also signals a return to order after chaos, a time when your values become clearer, your intentions more focused, and your journey more aligned with purpose. Financial stability may also be highlighted here, especially if it's tied to spiritual or educational pursuits. In closing, Spirit invites you to trust this path of emotional depth and intellectual awakening. Every decision you've made, every moment of solitude, every tear shed in silence, it has not been in vain. You are evolving, ascending, and becoming. The divine blueprint is unfolding exactly as it should. Keep your heart open, keep your mind sharp, keep walking with courage, because Spirit is walking beside you. In the distance, the great elephant looms, symbol of ancient wisdom, memory, and the sacred halls of learning. Spirit whispers that you may be stepping into a long-term journey of education or spiritual deepening. Whether it's formal study, esoteric knowledge, or financial mastery, this path is not fleeting. It's one that will shape the next chapter of your soul's evolution. With the Hierophant guiding you, your values are being redefined. This card, ruled by Taurus, speaks of earthly matters, money, worth, self-respect, and what we consider sacred. You may find yourself reassessing your priorities, aligning your actions with your truth, and anchoring your identity in something more grounded and meaningful. You could also be seeking financial guidance or structure at this time, sorting your resources, planning for your future, and calling back your power where it may have been scattered. Spirit reminds you, true wealth begins within. And then, the sacred gate swings open to the Death card, an omen, not of fear, but of transformation. An old chapter is closing, and there is no turning back. You've reached the river Styx, the threshold between what was and what will be. The snake in the background whispers of toxicity, deception, and energies that no longer served your highest good. This is a spiritual death, a sacred shedding, a karmic release. Whether it was a relationship, a belief, or a chapter in your life, it has now been surrendered to the divine, 2A. You've done the inner work. You face the endings, and now, the Fool emerges, your rebirth, a soul reborn under starlight, carrying only wisdom and hope. You walk forward with a feather in your kappa sign, that your mind has been sharpened, your heart awakened. The peacock feather glistens with eyes of truth. You now see clearly what was once hidden. You've left behind a situation you once believed would last a lifetime. The lilies in the distance hint that this past may have promised stability, but it was laced with drama and emotional hardship. You had to summon strength, great strength, to leave it behind. Now, you're no longer walking in circles. You're walking in light. Yet, what still lingers in your thoughts? The Eight of Swords, a pierced guard of mental interference. You may have felt trapped, even silenced, bound not by literal chains, but by thoughts, gossip, or the opinions of others. With Jupiter and Gemini, there's a storm of words and energy here too. Many voices, too much noise. You've likely felt overwhelmed, as though people were speaking into your life, without truly seeing your heart. Spirit acknowledges this pain and urges you to reclaim your narrative. You are not defined by what others say. You are not imprisoned by the past. You are free. And now, we step into the energy of the Queen of Discs, the Queen of Pentaclesa, powerful symbol of grounding, abundance, and feminine mastery. She is rooted, stable, focused on her prosperity and well-being. This is you now, no longer scattered but centered. You may be entering a season of financial growth, of career progress. A promotion or offer may be presented soon, perhaps from a familiar source. The dragon that delivers the pentacle may come from the past, someone offering you a chance to create something new and prosperous. The goat beside her reflects resilience and ambition. You are climbing, step by step, toward greater security. You are protecting your energy, investing your time wisely, and aligning yourself with people and projects that reflect your true worth. This is not just about wealth, it's about sovereignty. The Five of Swords and Five of Discs remind you that you've been through trials, conflicts, scarcity, and moments where it felt like support was nowhere to be found. But those times are fading. You are no longer surviving, you are rising. You are stepping into your queen energy, calm, calculating, compassionate, and completely in charge of your next move. Dearest soul, the journey before you is filled with truth, transformation, and divine timing. You've endured endings, discovered hidden strength, and now Spirit calls you to walk boldly into your rebirth. Let go of the weight. The path is clear. Your new beginning is here. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through these sacred messages. If this reading has resonated with your heart, let Spirit know by sharing your light in the comments below. And remember, your soul already knows the way. Trust it. Let me know if you'd like the entire script merged into one seamless voiceover-ready flow, or if you'd like help crafting a title and tags for this video. And now, dear soul, we arrive at a tender part of your journey. The Five of Discs, known as the Worry card, emerges from the deck with trembling hands. This card reveals that you may be feeling anxious, haunted by fears of financial instability, loss, or lack. With Mercury in Taurus, the mind begins to spin in loops, obsessing over security and material concerns. But Spirit gently reminds you, worry is like praying for what you do not want. And you are too powerful, too wise to pour energy into fear. You are not cursed, broken, or doomed. These are simply mental shadows, phantoms of doubt trying to dim your light. Release them now. Send your fears back to the universe and call your power home. The Five of Swords appears alongside. This is the card of defeat, of betrayal, of conflict that leaves emotional bruises. You may have felt like the target of gossip, manipulation, or even legal injustice. It's as though you've been standing in the center of a storm, while swords of criticism and interference flew in from every direction. And yet, you are still here. You are still standing. Spirit sees your endurance. With Venus in Aquarius, there is a deep longing for harmony, but also a painful awareness of where that harmony was once violated. Loss, yes, but not the end. This is your turning point. Shift your focus now. Focus on healing, focus on purpose, focus on the work that feeds your soul, because where you place your attention, your energy will grow. 7. To close this sacred session, I've drawn from the Angel Tarot Oracle, and the guidance is nothing short of divine. Read-ins. First, the Hermit steps forward, a sage of solitude, reflection, and spiritual teaching. This card urges you to retreat into your inner world, to meditate, to learn, to walk with quiet reverence into the caverns of your own truth. There are snakes in the background, symbols of past toxicity, betrayal, and shadow work, but also of transmutation. You've encountered difficult people, situations steeped in chaos, but now you are being alchemized. You are entering a phase of sacred transformation. This is your Virgo Momenta time to study, to rebuild, and to reconnect with your divine path. Your soul is preparing for something far greater. Then comes the Queen of Fire, radiant and untamed. Spirit speaks through her. Stretch your wings and fly. You've been feeling defeated, yes, but that season is over. This card urges you to reclaim your inner flame, to assert your creativity, to believe in your own brilliance. Say it aloud. I am powerful, I am worthy, I am enough. Even if your voice trembles, even if your heart doubts, repeat it. Speak it into being. Because just as worry manifests fear, affirmation manifests miracles. And finally, the King of Water arrives, his energy calm and reassuring. He brings a message of emotional healing, support, and trustworthy guidance. You may soon receive heartfelt advice, perhaps through a counselor, a mentor, or even a kind-hearted friend. Let them in. Open your heart and mind, for this is how the light returns. You are not alone, beloved. Help is around you. Spirit walks beside you. In closing, Spirit says, you are not what you've lost. You are what you are becoming. Let go of defeat. Let go of fear. Step forward with courage into a new life, one led by purpose, wisdom, and joy. If this reading resonated with your soul, I invite you to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I read every one, and your energy is felt here. Thank you for allowing me to walk this path with you today. Until next time, may you walk in light, may you dream in peace, and may Spirit guide your every step. With love always. Goodbye for now. Let me know if you'd like a merged, full version of this entire reading as one flowing script for voiceover, or if you'd like help with a YouTube title and description, hashtags and SEO tags, intro, outro suggestions for your tarot channel style. I'm here to help shape your mystical brand.